to all go this morning. So the guy from One Home has just arrived with, sorry, the state beer, just got out of the shower. The stuff for the septic tank, and we're going to attempt to get it over the wall so that we don't have to take it all down. Hang on a sec. Yep.
Whereabouts? It's up to him.
Well, yeah, as far as he can really, to get it over where there's no bramble shit. Can he get down the shaman?
Oh, we should have brought a bloody ladder.
What for? Would you want me to stand the other side?
No, you're alright. No, the trees.
We thought that they were going to be able to deliver it, but no, they can't. The trees are too big. So we're now going down to the front of the property. I'm not sure where they're going to put it. Because wherever they leave it means that Monday, come putting the septic tank in, after obviously digging the big holes, it means that we are going to have to then get enough people to pick it up and put it in place. So it's going to be a bit difficult. Okay, so they've had to deliver the stuff down here at the front of the house. Not sure how we're going to get it all down to the back. However, what we have noticed is that they've sent the wrong the wrong FOSSE SEPTIC. This is a 4,000 litre. We're supposed to have a 6,000 litre, so that's got to go back. This green thing here we don't need. Don't know why they've bought that, but we don't need it. They haven't delivered the piping we need. So we've got to get back to them and find out when they can come back and change it all over. Hopefully Monday, so it doesn't put us behind. So, first problem is probably what. Okay, so FOSSE SEPTIC is being started on Monday, and we've had all the gear turn up this morning, and we've just realised that they've delivered the wrong tank. They've delivered a 4,000 litre tank instead of a 6,000 litre tank. So then the next step was to cut the parkland, because we want to try and get all the sand and the gravel delivered as close to the back of the parkland as possible. Let me show you. Now we're standing up by the gates of the house, and right down the end there is where we need it to be delivered to, so that we can then get it through to the other side where the FOSSE SEPTIC is, over to the left. So anyway, Ted asked me if I'd cut the grass, and I started off really well until this happened. The broyer is stuck. Oh, yep.
What did you say, the broyer is stuck?
I just don't know how I got that branch threaded through that. Maybe cutting the lawn ain't my thing.
Maybe there is a reason why I didn't. My beautiful ashtray.
Free the broyer! Sorry, tree.
Good job he weren't here when you did that.
Oh, Hugh.
Yeah, he'd have laughed.
Will it still work?
I don't know. It doesn't appear to be. It appears to be all right.
So now, as you can see, Ted has taken over. I think we've found something that I'm not very good at. So yeah, Ted's taken over and I'm going to go and get dinner ready because it's 7:30 in the evening and pretty hungry. Okay, so FOSSE SEPTIC, day 1. The digger's arrived and he's just coming in. The doggies are in the enclosure and they don't know what the hell is going on. So we're getting the digger in first and then the sand and stone is all turning up, hence why we've got the tarpaulin out already. They won't go down to the back of the land, which is where we really need it because obviously we've had a lot of rain here over the last couple of weeks, so the ground is quite sodden. So they're a bit worried about getting stuck. So they're going to deliver it here. How we're going to get it from here down to the back of the building for the septic tank, we're not quite sure yet. So that will be, yes, a progress report later on. Okay, so this is the solution to how we get the sand and stone down. It's the dumper truck.
I love the way he's just like he's going for a day at the beach, isn't it? You know, like it's just like literally, yeah, a pair of shorts, yeah. Well, if he's even got a pair of steels on, but he's like, yeah, no, you know what I'm mucking about. And he's taking his packed lunch down.
And he's in for the day.
And he's in for the day, yeah.
Right, go on. You go down with them so you can start mapping out, please.
Surprised he hasn't got a knotted handkerchief on.
He will do later when the sun comes out.
Yeah. I'll make it down at the back end.
Yeah. Okay, so we're down the back of the ground now, which is where it's all going to go ahead. Andy and Ted are just mapping out now, after a conversation with Gemma last night. They're mapping out the area. Dave's just turned up, who's going to give us a helping hand today. So, yeah, Ted's got his pad. They're mapping out the area so that we can document for Gemma, the archaeologist, if we do find anything.
Trench over so you can get the dumper up the side. Then we can just go straight from the dumper. So if we put the trench down there and across, yeah, then at least we can get the dumper around. It'd be so much easier. Don't want to be burying it on this. There is a. Well, I'm sure he'll get over it, but.
What? Over the top. The dumper. Yeah, I think it's. Is it a sideways?
How big? Do we know how big the hole is?
All we need to do is get a bed down for the pipe.
Do we know how big the hole has got to be for the
FOSSE?
For the FOSSE? It's got to be 2.5 metres wide.
No, 2.5 metres long.
2.5 metres long. 3 metres away from that wall.
Did you just say you smell nice?
I had a shower.
Lovely.
Oh, oh, David.
I thought, oh wait till I get home because I'm going to get dirty.
Sorry, grab us one of them steaks, will you, mate?
Oui, bonjour Michael, excusez-moi, c'est Monsieur Martin.
Just got to be 3 metres away from that wall, apparently. Just want to mark this one. Oui, les largeurs, les longueurs, les hauteurs.
The 3 metres to there. And that's just a little guide for me.
Pardon.
So this is the tank. We now know is going here. Right. So all the pipe work.
Have you got a pen on you, Lisa?
Okay, so the sand's just arrived, but the guy's not too keen on bringing the truck in here. So, yeah, we're just hoping that he gets in okay. Have to say, thank God we've got Gregory, who's obviously French and can liaise with all the French tradesmen that are bringing stuff, because he's really good. You know, he's been so good. The guy with the sand, you know, for us to have been able to converse with him and make him bring the van in. You know, he was adamant he didn't want to bring the van in, but Gregory sort of went straight over and said, no, you're bringing it in. Which is brilliant, really. Parfait, parfait. Oh, don't trip, Andy. Right, sounds like he can't do it. Look at the state of the driveway. Okay, so change the sand. The sand is now going directly on the bloody driveway, the only area that's finished. And now there's going to be 30 tonne of sand tipped on it. Okay, well. Shall I move those tables and chairs?
Yeah, I love it.
My poor old apple tree. So the first hole is being dug, and I think that's where the degrease is going.
Ah non, c'est le tracteur pour ça, c'est le gazon. Oui, c'est pour la bombe. Oui, c'est pour le tracteur. C'est mieux. Oh là. So, hit a bloody water source.
Well, I think it was just trap water.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stopped now.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It stopped.
Yeah. So I think it was probably just laying between the soil and the rock in
Right.
the water table,
Cool.
and all of that water that would have seeped away just kind of fell into the. It's not leaking in there now.
He loves it, doesn't he? Look, he loves it, doesn't he?
I thought they might have needed a bigger one.
What's fill it in?
Yeah, I don't know.
Ah, d'accord, excuse-moi.
Gregory, vite.
C'est largeur.
Bah, c'est là.
Ouais. Les hauteurs, attends. 1m90.
Un peu plus profond.
Big digger, mate, yeah? That's all, ladies' lingerie. So this is the situation. As you can see, there's a little bit of water in there. This was apparently where the water table is, and it was just standing water because we've had so much rain recently. This hole is going to be 2 meters deep by 2.5 wide by 2 meters long. We've got a channel going all the way up, which is where the pipe's going, and then there's a small hole there which is for the degreaser, and then as you see the pipes come out of the house here, so they've got to go literally down into there, from there into there, run all the way down here into the tank itself, and then off over to the filter bed. As you can see, this great machine has dug that in the last hour or so, but with things that happen in France, our digger driver has gone to lunch. No problem, he will be back, and most of the rest of the day, I'd imagine. As you see, that great pile of earth has come out of that hole, and it's kind of crazy. It's enormous. It's enormous hole, and I'm just looking in it to see if I can see any kind of layers or anything like that. Just filming around there. I don't know what I'm looking at, as of course. I've been told to keep about 1 meter away from the thing, but you can see the red, which is the iron, and it's clay, and the bottom of there, which is really mad. It's a bit scary looking.
So by the end of the day, we had a courtyard full of stone, sand and very large machinery, but at least we had our 3 holes dug. So the first hole you see is for the degreaser. This is what takes the dirty water from the kitchen areas, and it will filter out all the old rubbish. The water will then feed through to a pipe which will go into where the FOSSE SEPTIC tank is. Another pipe will come out of the house, feeding from all of the bathrooms. This will bypass the degreaser and go straight down the channel into the FOSSE SEPTIC tank. So the FOSSE SEPTIC will then do its business, which is retaining all of the, well, come on, we all know what it retains. And the water will rise to the surface and will feed again into another pipe from the FOSSE SEPTIC into the sand filter bed. However, there is still more pipes to go in and more channels to dig. But let's quickly give you a summary of the end of day 1. So, end of day 1, and things haven't quite gone to plan. The delivery we had, as you know, they delivered all the wrong stuff, but we've just had a phone call to say that they can't deliver what we need today, and they can't deliver it until Thursday, end of play Thursday. So we can't wait for it. So Ted's phoned up Hugh and Michael down the road. Hugh's going to come and pick him up at 7 in the morning with his trailer and Land Rover, and they're going to go and collect the larger tank. We're still going to have to wait for the pipe work till Thursday because we can't fit that on the trailer. But at least we've got the tank. It gives us stuff to be getting on with.
It may be a case that we go and get some pipe work so we can do the sand filter, because what we don't want to do is keep Mr. Gregory waiting and hanging around. So once we can get the pipe work in there, we can get this sand off the driveway and in the hole, which would be fine. There could be a chance that we wouldn't necessarily need Mr. Gregory if he lets us have his dumper truck. We again utilise Hugh and the tractor with the big bucket on the front to just load up the dumper and bring it down. So that might be, we might be able to claw a little bit of money back on that one, but I don't know that much hope, and it's probably better that Gregory does it in the fact that he's just got a bigger machine.
So that's end of day 1.
End of day 1.
Septic week.
See us tomorrow.
See how we go.
Join us on the next episode.
See you all soon. Bye. We would like to say a huge thank you to all of our supporters, from our patrons to our GoFundMe donors, the people that are buying us a coffee on Go Buy Me a Coffee, and you, our subscribers, each week watching the adverts for us to give us a little bit of income each month. Even if it just adds up to a bag of sand, it all helps. Take care, everyone. See you all next week. Bye-bye.
Can't stand to hear you say those words, baby, goodbye. more. Always really knew what I was looking for. Someone to share my dreams, someone to follow me.